Hi, good morning. It is December 4th, about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna leave in a few minutes to drop Mary Rose off at Daphne's house and then head to work. I have a 5-hour shift today. So I just wanted to pop on here real quick and talk about a couple of the things I worked on last night. But before I get into that, I wanted to say, hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for being here. And if you are new here, I hope you stick around, you like what you see. This is my December craft chat update. And I'm just going to talk about all the things that I am working on or planning to working on. I've got quite a bit of things I want to finish this month for what I'm calling Wrap It Up December. My friend Julie and I are looking to wrap things up before the new year. So, welcome. All right, so yesterday I talked about the charms that I picked up at Hobby Lobby so I could make holiday progress keepers, and I did that. And I've got them here. It's just easier to show them and have them set up in my craft room, ready to use if I need them. Of course, I won't need that many, but I have plans to give a set to Daphne and a set to Julie, and I am planning on giving away a set to one of roseopalknits subscribers. So stick around. Sometime I'll announce that in one of these craft chat videos. All right, so we've got the gingerbread men and candy canes and peppermints and lights. So they're just fun holiday charms on lever backs. And that's not all of them. There are more that I put in this bowl. So I worked on, I didn't count how many I made, but I made quite a few. And then I also wanted to talk about the project I worked on last night. It is the super bulky weight hat that I am knitting for my father out of this young and trendy yarn that I picked up at the Yarn Maven the other day. I have not put a holiday progress keeper on it yet. I just have this little one that says made with love. So I finished the ribbing on a US 10, which is a 6mm needle, and now I am in the stockinette portion of the hat, and I am on a US 11, which is a 7mm needle, I believe. Yeah, so hopefully this evening I'll have it finished, and then I'll get back to the DK weight one because I haven't worked on it. I've just been working on this one. But yeah, all right. So that is my check-in this morning, and I'm sure I'll be back later this afternoon to chat. Bye. I'm leaving work, but I'm enjoying knitting with this yarn so much. I'm thinking about knitting myself a hat. I can't decide. I think I don't know. All right, I'm heading home. good morning. It is December 5th at 8:26 in the morning. I'm getting ready to leave. I just wanted to sit down real quick and talk a little bit about what's going on today. So, if you've watched Vlogmas before, you'll know that I go on a girls' semi-annual overnight trip the first Friday of December. And with my oldest girlfriends here in town. And one's my sister-in-law, and then my friend Julie that I talk about often, and our friend Renee. So, and I've known Renee since 4th grade. She's the one I've known the longest. So we were unable to make it an overnight this year, and we decided just to visit Renee at her house and stay in all day and order takeout and just sit around and catch up, because we don't, even though we live, close, we don't get to see each other that often because we're all busy. 3 of us are grandmothers now, and 3 of us are grandmothers, and 3 of us still have children at home that, that are between the ages of 9 and 17, not yet adults. So but anyway, so busy husbands' lives. Oh, I just kicked the tripod, sorry. So anyway, today I am going to take my father's hats. I did work on it. I've added 3 rounds. So not much. You'll have seen in the video from yesterday that I spent most of my free time untangling that 50-gram skein of self-striping yarn that I dyed. And Daphne's going to pick it up today when she picks up Mason. Ralph's going to watch Mason and Mary Rose while I'm out today. And she's going to cast on socks when she has a minute. But what I'm going to do, I was going to take these hats, but my main focus today, I think I mentioned it briefly before, this is Wrap It Up December. So I've got plans to finish different things. So I am taking 2 pairs of socks that I finished a while ago and need the ends woven in. Ah, look at that. I've had this pile just sitting here. There's one of my Christmas Progress Keepers, and there's another one of my Christmas Progress Keepers. Well, 2 of them are found. That's funny. So I'm going to take these and weave in the ends. I have a bag of buttons here. I'm going to take the buttons because, oh, and look, I have a gnome on this here. But I have to weave in my ends on my Douglas Cardi and add the buttons to the button band. Actually, yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I was thinking I'd block it and then add the buttons, but if I don't add the buttons today, it's gonna sit for a few more months. So, and then I'm gonna take my Gardner Marler cardigan, and I originally, fuzz on my lip, I originally thought I didn't want buttons on it, but I bought some buttons that I think, these little orange ones that I think will look good with it, and I'm gonna sew them on because I don't have buttonholes. I'm just gonna like overlap the button band and give it a quick stitch down so that it lays flat, and then I'm going to space out the buttons and just sew them on, and it'll just be like a pullover but look like a closed cardigan. I think that's my plan because it falls off my shoulders. And then I have my stripe pipe, which needs all the ends woven in. So I'm going to take that and weave in those ends while we're sitting around chatting. So those are my plans for today. And I look at this. I have a color theme going on here, kind of. All right, so I'm going to stick those in the bags and I'm going to head out. I'm going to pick up Julie and we're going to head over to Renee's. All right, talk to you later. Hey, how you doing? Today is December 7th and it is about 5 p.m. and I'm ready to close out this crafty chat. So I've brought my project bag from Amy of Noble Character Crafts up here to my craft room, and I'm sitting on the floor and I'm dressed in my comfy sweats and ready to just like relax for the rest of the day. But I just wanted to go over what I've been working on. So yesterday I didn't talk at all, but I showed a quick video clip of the Yarn Maven, our local yarn store where I currently work part-time. I did the clip before we opened, and then I showed a clip of the sunset as I was driving home after closing the store for the day. So that was about it. And that is like really all I did. I came home, I cooked dinner, and then I quickly fell asleep on the couch. So today has gone a little bit differently, but it's been a bit busier. I have managed to get some things done. I did finish my dad's bulky weight hat. I finished it yesterday morning before work. I finished it. I was trying to think. So I'm using the Young and Trendy, and yeah, it's done. And that's one of the progress keepers I put together. That's where it was the last time I saw it. And here is the top decreases. I hope he likes it. My daughter is shutting her closet door repeatedly. I don't know, you probably heard that. I do have to weave in the ends and wash and block it, but that won't take long to do. I'll probably do that after I get done recording this. And I have worked a little on the DK weight ribbed hat that I started for him. So This is how much I have left of the darker gray. And then it's because everything is shoved in one bag here. And then I'll finish the hat off with this lighter blue-gray. And I am following the size of Joji Locatelli's Rafa's hat without doing the little extra decorative rounds that the pattern calls for. I'm just doing 1 by 1 ribbing. I'm trying to. And I did cast on my chocolate covered cherry sock. And here it is. So I caked up the yarn that I dyed and I got the sock cast on. And I didn't have a Chalgu US 1 needle, so I think Daphne had given me this needle at one point. I don't know what brand it is, but it is a US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter needle. And I think I have knit about 5 rounds. So there it is. And so I'll probably continue to work on this hat until it's done and pick this up on and off, but I have other goals the rest of the month too, so this sock really isn't going to see a lot of progress this month. I also showed some clips of Friday with my friends, and I wove in the ends of 2 pairs of socks, the 2 that I took. Most of the ends are woven in on my Douglas Cardi, except for some on the sleeves, and I didn't do the buttons yet. And I wove in about 1/3 of the ends on the stripe pipe, but there are so many ends on that sweater. I don't know when I'm gonna get it done. But I am wearing one of the pairs of socks that I wove the ends on. Let me see, can you see? Can I show you? Ah! So, yeah, that's everything. So I'm going to close this out, get it edited, and upload it to YouTube probably tomorrow morning, Monday the 8th. And then I'm just going to continue to do crafty updates. I have loved every single comment that I have received, and you guys all like cheered me on with finishing my dad's hats and casting on my socks. So I appreciate that. I haven't taken the time to respond to the comments yet, but I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. That is in my planner to do that tomorrow morning. So thank you. And this is it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.